welcome to the Comic Cinema Review with your host, the Dirty Pilgrims and the Dick Podcast. Alright, and here we are, the Comic Cinema Review. We have the Dirty Pilgrims, we have Drawback, and we have the Drizzle. What up, Drizzle?
What up, what up, what up,
And then from the Dick Podcast, we have Mac.
What up?
And Pedikey.
Hello.
Hello. All right. We're here to talk about What If Episode 3. What if the world lost its mightiest heroes? This was a big episode. I think it was a great step. The synopsis is Nick Fury struggles to launch the Avengers when candidates are targeted by a serial killer. That's that's crazy in itself to just have that on Disney as the synopsis. We're talking about serial killers here. That's great. All right, let's just go around the room. Pedikey, what do you give it? 1 out of 10.
I'm gonna give this one like a 7.5. I thought it was really good and great, but the graphics, the way they drew some of the characters, like for instance, the Hulk looked like Ben Savage. Kind of took me out of it for a minute.
All right, so it had its faults. All right, let's see, Mac, what'd you give it? 1 out of 10.
I kind of agree. Maybe like a 7. I mean, it was pretty cool. Like you said, everybody getting killed is kind of a dark premise. But it wasn't like dark. It was just like an action movie. It had more action, I think. Than
like a thriller almost.
Yeah. But it was cool. And like Loki's always fun, right? So, to see him take over Earth.
All right. Drizzle, what'd you give it? 1 out of 10.
You know what? I give it a solid 8.
8. Good.
A hard 8.
Ooh, how hard is that?
Like I don't. This is PG-13, right?
No, I don't give a fuck.
As hard as this table, I give it a hard 8.
Nice.
A blue pill hard.
No, man. Hey, I'm going to go into every one of these what ifs without even reading the title or the synopsis. I'm just going to press play because that's what I did for this one. I didn't even, I was kind of late on it, so I just pressed played and yeah, kind of blew me away. I was like, whoa. Like, what did I just
you're going in with,
Yeah, like I have no idea what's going on. I'm just going to press play and say, let's go into it, and it really did shock me because I was like, did they just kill Tony Stark? Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck are we doing here?
Usually Parakeet, is looking at the scripts and telling me everything that happens, for 3 days before the episode. So we didn't do that. Okay. We forgot that we were doing this until, an hour.
Oh.
So we watched it the last minute. Which is cool.
When did you guys watch it? You were 20 seconds ago?
Yeah, we finished it just before we got on.
Oh my god! Okay,
it's
so this is all fresh
in the brain. I didn't even write notes. That's how fresh.
That's better.
Oh no! So she's all fucking off. She's off today. There's no 3 pages of notes.
I'm wilding out today.
She's drinking wine.
Woo!
So yeah, definitely this was great because it's almost like Marvel has Deadpool does a lot. Like Deadpool kills the Marvel universe. It's almost like in that thread where there we are who just killing. And oh my god, the twist that it was Ant-Man. I loved it, man. Hank Pym just coming out and just killing everyone.
That was a great twist. I was shocked. I thought they were going to show the Yellow Jacket character from the Ant-Man. Yeah, and then all of a sudden it was like Hank with this crazy hair, like he's just lost it. And I'm like, whoa, this just got even better. Was not expecting that at all.
It was a great twist.
It's very bold to just show them killing all the Avengers. I guess after Thanos killed a couple people, they're like, fuck it, we'll just do whatever the fuck we want at this point. I love it, man. They're bold.
Another twist in there too, because when Nick Fury started beating up Hank Pym, and then he multiplied and grew really huge. Like, what the fuck? Does Nick Fury have powers? And then it changes into Loki. And you're just like, whoa, fuck.
It didn't click with me at first when he was
when the ice came shooting up. That's when I was like, no, that's Loki.
Yep, and that's a clue. The multiplying and the ice was like, okay, I see what you're doing here, Loki.
Yeah.
You realized it at that when you saw the ice. You didn't think about all the other different like.
Yeah,
it started cluing in, and I was like, "This is so funny," and this isn't work. But then when I saw the ice, it totally clicked because I was like really into it. But when the ice went, that's when it clicked, and I was like, "No, that's Loki."
Well,
and
you had your suspicions, but then when you saw it, you were like, "Okay."
There was the scene like previous to all that where he goes up. You remember that big like monster, like the metal monster, and he's like, "I need to talk to your boss."
Oh that guy. He was from Thor. Yeah, he was from the original Thor movie. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was, I was like, why is he talking to that guy? Who is he talking to?
No, that's just the guard dog.
Yeah. I guess. But,
I love that Loki just ended up just taking over everything at the end. Thank God for Loki winning. This was such a great episode.
But you got to understand that it's not going to live long. Like his reign is not going to live as far because once you get Captain Marvel in it, I mean that's the end of that. Without an Infinity Stone, you're not stopping that bitch.
He did have an Infinity Stone. Yeah, the blue Tesseract.
Yeah, but that's not what beat her up. What beat her up was that Power Stone, you know?
Yeah, I think she'll still fuck him up.
Yeah, And then you got Steve Rogers. Oh, you got Mr. like gonna uplift everyone's spirits, and then boom, just end it for Loki.
Well, that's like a old school new. They'd have the military connection too, right? So they'd probably be like 10, sort of thing.
This the USO episode. Yeah, I'm for it.
How did you guys feel about what's her name, Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson not doing the voiceover for this?
I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen.
Yeah.
How?
Well, I mean, with the lawsuit and everything, I'm kind of not surprised that they screwed up her animation, so it didn't really look like her.
Yeah,
but I'm sure this is before a lawsuit, though, right?
Yeah, I would think they filmed this before the lawsuit, but then again, maybe they pulled her vocals, or maybe they already had like something in the works, like, "Oh, you're doing that." Well, it all depends on when they created this.
I don't think that Hawkeye did it. His voice didn't sound Hawkeye.
No, that was Hawkeye. That was
Jeremy Renner.
Yes, absolutely.
Are you sure? 100%. That didn't sound like him. It was a little off. Because her voice was off and his voice was off. I know they got a lot of people to get their voices in it, but it kind of didn't make sense.
I'm 95% sure that was him.
Like for Tony Stark, you didn't have to get Robert Downey Jr. You just reused the vocals from the movie, and then that's it, because that's where he dies, so they don't need to add anything else to it.
Yep, he was in it.
Wow. Okay, good. I mean, it didn't sound like him, but I stand corrected.
Well, you should stand corrected because you were way off.
No, but it is weird that they can get some actors, and I really did like the little kind of tribute that Samuel L. Jackson had, where he was. They were talking about kneeling, and he's like, "We don't do this here." He kind of had a tribute to Black Panther. I thought that was super cool.
Oh yeah.
Tony Stark wasn't Robert Downey Jr.
No, he was not.
And Captain Marvel wasn't Brie Larson.
Yeah, they don't have everybody.
There's probably a lot of scheduling issues, but like it's a voiceover. Is there really a scheduling issue? We do everything over Zoom.
No,
how good does this sound?
Contracts ended.
Yeah,
both
they don't
Robert
have to.
Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson.
I'm sorry. Is Captain Marvel not doing the Marvel's upcoming movie and Captain Marvel 2? Like, where's Brie Larson though? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's a contract for making that movie, and then you have to have multiple contracts for multiple things.
Everyone's signed for multiple projects, though.
Well, Chris Pratt
depends on the projects.
Chris Pratt didn't join in episode 2.
I don't think Spider-Man's in it either. Tom Holland. I don't think he.
I mean,
he's going to be in the Marvel Zombies.
Is it worth the effort to schedule Brie Larson to say like, "Hey there"?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, really?
Dave Bautista actually said he wasn't even asked.
Ooh,
really? Well, he was going through a huge fucking. I think he was around the right time for the dispute in filming. That would coincide with him not being there.
With Gunn, right? Because he.
He had a lot of beef at that time. Yeah, and I'm glad James Gunn's back. You know what he did with Suicide Squad. That was hats off to them.
I thought that was better than the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I thought.
Shots fired at Marvel.
But he might agree with that. I thought.
Are we going into Suicide Squad right now?
Huh?
No.
Are we going into Suicide Squad right now?
No.
Okay. Because I've been waiting. We'll
do another one on that. All right, to bring it back around, how would you guys rank the episodes so far? If you're to rank them in order, let's go with Mac first. How would you rank them in order so far with the top three?
Man, well, there are only three, but I think this one and the last one were pretty good. Like I put them. Maybe the last one was a little bit better, just a little bit. But I like this one too. The
so
first one,
2, 3, 1.
Sucked. Yeah.
Cool, same order. Petty. Oh, same for you. What about you, Drizzle?
So this one I would rank as number 1. Number 2 would be the Star-Lord, and then 3 would be Peggy Carter. But let's be honest, I didn't watch the second one.
Did you really not?
No, but
it was still better than the first one.
But spoiler alert: every episode that's going to come out is always the last one's going to be the Peggy Carter one.
Oh my god,
that one was awful.
It was so bad, right? It was the biggest. I don't like just not release it. Just don't release it. Make it instead of 9 episodes, make it an 8 episode season. Why even release that piece of trash? We've said this on every episode of the podcast.
I feel bad for the people that were a part of it.
You know, like, look at what we're putting out. We're so proud. We're part of What If. And
Haley Atwell, who played, who voiced Captain Carter, is now dating Tom Cruise. So
it's like those are definitely one of the moments I would go back and saying that was a big waste of my time.
Yes,
and that's like time I could have been spending like doing nothing instead.
Well, Drizzle, we really wish you were a part of episode 1 of this podcast where we just fucking trashed it. But this would just be a rehash of what we did in episode 1.
I'm just letting my thoughts out, knowing that we don't have to go further. It just, I mean, staring at a white wall would have been fun.
Or even
how about paint drying?
Watch that.
Or even like mild discomfort, like getting yelled at or scratched. You know,
watching ants crawl up my leg would be more fun.
Yeah. Having ants crawl on my eyeballs would have been funner. Fire ants.
Having a fight with Mike Tyson would have been more fun.
Playing Scrabble with Mike Tyson would have been funner. I swear that's the word right there. Pretend Yeah, no. Definitely, but to continue,
not enough P's and H's.
I love Mike Tyson. He's my hero. But to be honest, though, can I explain what my favorite part about that episode though was?
Which episode?
The recent one.
Okay.
Is that Black Widow died? Is that reasonable?
All right, let's go around the room. What was your favorite part of the episode, Becky?
My favorite part. Can we skip me for a second?
Mine was absolutely. It was almost. I feel like the most brutal death is when the Hulk almost imploded.
Yeah,
I feel like that was a really fucking.
He exploded though, because he exploded
from the
inside.
But
he like sort of got all.
He didn't implode. He blew up.
But if he exploded, there'd be know the difference everywhere.
No, but there was a big smoke cloud.
It's like fueled by gamma radiation, right? I mean, is it going to be organic matter? But yeah, that was pretty cool. There's actually this Japanese anime from back in the 80s where like the main character, that happens to him. Like that's what it looked like. He kind of has this medical experiment on him, and he like bulges out of control and just sort of. Basically that happens, and I was like,
that's usually what happens when I take Viagra. Like I just bulge out of control.
That's one of the side effects they don't have on the body.
It was about 7 hours, and I was like, "Fucking, are we calling the doctor or not? We're getting close. Go down."
No one asked me what my.
How do you guys feel about Loki? How do you guys
feel? Favorite part, Drizzle?
How do you guys feel about Loki coming back to
Avengers?
Avengers?
You, Drizzle. No one cares about your favorite part.
I don't. Did we not ask Drizzle his favorite part? Because I swear to God, he started off with my favorite part was when Natasha died.
But no one.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
You go fuck yourself, all of you, since you all have the memory of a fucking goldfish.
You didn't even ask me. You just.
That's why I have notes.
That's right. I didn't have to ask you because you just fucking impede and put your fucking thoughts out there.
You ignored me and you just said, "Okay, so okay."
I enjoyed watching her die too. I understand.
Thank you.
This is exactly why I fucking swerved.
No.
How about I just throw in the fact that the Nick Fury fight was my favorite part. There you go. Cool okay,
the Loki Fury. Yeah,
I thought that was a really cool twist. I
like that.
Yeah,
I enjoyed nice Loki coming back to save his brother, though. But then only to come back and then rule the world because that's what he wanted.
Such a Loki thing, which was awesome.
Was I just wanted to make it clear, I didn't want Black Widow to die because it was Scarlett Johansson or the fact that she was a woman. Like, I know I don't want that to me like misheard. Like, it's not just because she was a woman.
But that's
one of the reasons.
It helps.
One of the
Thank you.
Can we? Is there anyone here that actually enjoys Black Widow? Like,
yeah,
really?
no, I legit actually do.
I do,
like in the comic books and in fucking movies.
Okay, I didn't ask about the comics. I said this movie.
I enjoy watching Black Widow, and she was fun. Like in the original Avengers, where she got caught by those Russian dudes, and she was like, "Oh, let me take."
Yeah, she's fucking badass.
That was a cool scene.
Hold on. I see one woman saying she likes her, and I see another woman saying she doesn't like her. What about the other man in the room? I didn't hear you say anything, sir.
Oh no, I agree with you. I said I enjoyed it.
Hey, thank you.
So you don't think that Black Widow's ever had a badass moment? In the way she has a lot of badass things she does.
I feel like
the scene you mentioned, she was cool in that. But,
she
always gets sidelined
in like Bruce Banner, like keeping him calm, keeping him a part of the group.
Although, you know, the Avengers scene when they have the original circle, when they do that 360 view around them, like I always hate that part because it's just Black Widow like reloading a 9mm and everyone else is like really powered up. It's like, what are you doing here? You're not doing anything.
No, well, so like that's my thing. Like the humans,
Black Hawk's
like the guy
reloading,
the guy with the arrow and her. It's just like, bro, you got like a guy that can like pick up a building and throw it. Why the fuck are you there? Like.
No, but they do their own part.
You know, like, what are you going to do?
But when she walked in and got Loki's plan when he was in that little floating jail, and she walked in to talk to him and got him to tell him everything.
I mean, that
was her like thing. She was very good at being a spy. She's a spy.
Yeah. She had one or two badass moments. The rest of it was just like, why did you talk? Just sit in the background, keep loading that gun, and stay quiet. That was
episode 3. Drizzle gets canceled.
Drizzle, how well of an Avenger would you be? Do they have Avengers that sit on couches the whole time?
I can already tell you where I would be in the movies. You ever see the first Avengers where that guy is just playing Galaga in the background? That was clearly written for me. Okay? Because I'm telling you right now, if I had any of their superpowers, if I even knew how to aim an arrow correctly, you think I'd waste my time with trying to kill some aliens? No, man. I'm killing aliens in my own way. Galaga, high score. I'm being honest, that would be me. I would be in the background playing Galaga, okay? Sorry.
All right. So let's go ahead and move on. Did anyone have any thoughts on the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer?
I'm so excited. There is the rumor that like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are there. There's pictures showing them there, and I'm just like, I'm just so stoked that they're gonna do that picture. Hopefully, you know what I'm talking about, the meme where they're all.
If they're making love, this movie is child.
Huh? What'd you say?
If Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are making love, this movie would be its child.
Yes, most definitely. And Yeah.
Is it that
Green
they're spanning
Goblin.
3 villains from the Sam Raimi verse and 3 villains from the Andrew Garfinkel or Andrew? What is his name? Andrew Garfield.
Garfield.
Yeah, the Andrew Garfield universe. They got Jamie Foxx. It looks like I heard the Lizard is in there, and he was in. Yeah, because there's one scene where he's getting him from behind or some shit. And then nice. And I don't know who the third one is, but there should be 3 from each side.
What about the Daredevil guy?
Yes, Matt Murdock showing up. What's his name? I forget the actor or something. Cox.
I don't remember the actor's name, but Daredevil.
It's Matthew Cox.
Yeah, thank you. Matthew Cox showing up. It looks like it's him, but like I think they purposefully hid him. You can tell they're kind of.
I don't think that's.
You don't
him.
think it's him?
I think that just people are over analyzing it, but he does make an appearance in it. It's kind of weird. Like
you don't think that's him?
People are going crazy over a shoulder. Oh my god, that shoulder! It looks just like no, just relax. Like let's not overthink.
Wow!
Like when people see
we got hardcore wet blanket status.
No, if someone saw a tidal wave in the damn movie, they probably think that's Hydro Man. You know, like that was just a splash from the pond. Let's just wait, give it a minute. You know, like
wow,
let's not overdo it.
Fun out of the job. Like
definitely Electro though, right? Because we saw the lightning. Definitely the Green Goblin laugh. Definitely Alfred Molina, the Doc Ock. God damn, that got my dick hard. It's gonna be. Do you think
so much Viagra commercial in this? Maybe we should get sponsored.
Do you think they'll try to bring out the Green Goblin and then what's his son Harry Osborn from the Andrew Garfield universe? They try to mix the two.
No, that's way too much adding into one year.
Did you see how much they showed in the first trailer?
No, they can't. They can't bring James Franco back. He's canceled.
Are they going to uncancel him?
They can't uncancel.
Bro, you can uncancel anyone. Look at James Gunn. They canceled him, right?
Green Goblin wasn't good. That was the worst villain besides Venom. Green Goblin number 3 from the third film sucked. That whole movie sucked. That's why I don't think they're going to add James Franco besides him being a weirdo.
Rhino.
I don't think there's...
Yeah, Rhino would be... Because it makes the Sinister Six.
Yeah, but Paul Giamatti is not...
Oh, no, they would never replace another character with another actor. John Cheadle.
No, but I don't... why waste your time on Rhino? Like, okay, if they already have 3 villains, why would you need to add anyone else? The Sinister... Okay, but that's Lizard... Sandman, Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Electro, and
Rhino.
Who else? No, not Rhino. There was already someone else. Nah, I don't. Maybe Rhino.
You know what? We have this thing called Google, and we can look it up.
Oh, I also heard Shocker.
Oh, really? Silk the Shocker?
Because he was in the first Spider-Man. 2 versions. They had 2 versions of the Shocker.
It should be Silk the Shocker. They should recast Silk.
Wait, holy shit! Did I just fucking forget about Vulture? Vulture. That's who we're.
Michael Keaton's Vulture.
There we go. How the fuck we think he's not going to be in it? Vulture, Mysterio, Electro, Sandman, Green Goblin, and Dr. Octopus. That's
so
the original.
Mysterio didn't die. Or no, it's alternate universe or something.
I mean, it could be just a robot.
Dude, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Yeah. And which reminds me, the Ralph Boner from fucking...
Sorry.
No, that's exactly. Ralph Boner from WandaVision can reappear as Quicksilver.
Are we just making up names? Or are you being
No, that's his name. That was his name that's legit his name. Ralph Boner from WandaVision can be Quicksilver again.
You think Turkish Spider-Man will be in there?
Oh,
I can't. Sorry.
Turkish Spider-Man. That would be interesting.
I mean, the multiverse opens up all sorts of possibilities.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to the Comic Cinema Review. Let's do plugs at Dick Podcast, at DICC Podcast. Go ahead, Dick.
We'll be having a new episode very shortly. Please feel free to look it up. It'll be right on the Dirty Pilgrims podcast network. And feel free to check us out on Reddit, on Twitter, and Instagram. Dick Podcast.
All right, Dirty Pilgrims, you got a plug?
Oh no, that's not for the dirty programs. This is just for the drizzle plug.
Plug?
Please sign up at. Please donate at the Cash App under Drizzle Needs Money. It's for a good cause. It's for a very good cause. I'm looking to go on vacation soon, and I'm going to a place that requires money. Vegas is very expensive, and it's not for the faint of heart. But I'm telling you, you donating cash is more like an investment, because if I put it in on, because there's a big chance that if I put it all on black, we might win it all.
I'm fucking dying over here. Thank you for that, Drizzle.
So really Cash App at Who Is the Drizzle.
Thank you for that plug. I really love it. And you can catch us at Dirty Pilgrims _ on Twitter, Dirty Pilgrims on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you want to listen to me on Drawback, go ahead and search me on Apple Music and Spotify. I literally have tears in my eyes. I'm fucking crying. That was funny. Anybody else got anything while we're out here? If not, you guys have a great night.
And don't forget to catch the Drizzle on the Dick Podcast. It's possible that I might be on there and they might cut me out completely. But just know